Asha.
Totally.
Yes, so in our previous Chintana session, we understood the nuanced relationship of wisdom and intellect. So we need both to have a very conscious life as an individual. So in that, we understood the story of Brihaspati and Buddha and how their relationship will impact our emotional health, and how do we understand and cherish life in a healthier manner when this wisdom and intellect are aligned. Today we will know more about the other two planets of Rahu Ketu. Whenever we talk it in as a pair. So over to you, Asha.
Okay. So there must be few who are aware of Rahu Ketu story. Yeah. But today we are going to narrate it in the most detailed form because it's important for us to know who their father and mother and all that. So you would have heard about Kashyapa, who is the son of Ati Brahma. And he marries 13 daughters of Daksha, which we already know. And one of them was Diti, who gave birth to Daityas. So, one of the very powerful amongst all the Daityas were Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Why is Asha talking about Hiranyakashipu when we are sitting here to listen about Rahu and Ketu? There's a connection. So that's exactly Purana is about. So bringing that essence from the grassroots is my responsibility. So Hiranyakashipu will be looking for a very humble girl to get married to who is intelligent and who can give birth to his future, who is going to take care and who will be more competent. So he marries a very beautiful, intelligent, and a humble girl called Kayadu. Four sons were born to Hiranyakashipu. It's not only Prahalad. Okay, this less discussed. In Bhagavata, this said four sons were born. Hlada was the first son. Prahalada was the second son. Okay, Ahlada was the third son, and Samhlada was the fourth son. And Kayadu will go to Kashyapu and ask, look, there are only sons, but I want a daughter. I'm really looking for that daughter. So Hiranyakashipu will tell Kayadu, all these days you were so humble and all that. Now you are slowly getting into the desires. Don't you think the baby born out of such desires will always have some negativity or some shadows towards thinking and all that? She will tell, no, 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 I don't know. I want a baby girl. And the daughter of Hiranyakashipu and Kayat. And Simika, as Kashyapu rightly said, Simika had a very weird thing, and it was seizing the shadows of people. Okay, she used to seize the shadow and cause obsession in them. And she used to seize the shadow and cause moha in them. So this was Simhika. Simhika was a very independent child. She grew to a wonderful woman, good looking, very intelligent, and who was powerful. So she herself looked for an equivalent guy who can marry her because it's an extreme condition of intelligence that she had and power she had. So Simhika was looking for such guy, and there was one called Viprachitti. Who is Viprachitti? Again, we have to go from the Swayambhu. Okay, the Swayambhu Manu and all that. Viprachiti belongs to Asura. Okay, and he was the most cunning, intelligent, but yet very humble guy. So Simhika likes him a lot. And it was a love marriage, Gandharva Vivaha at that time. So both of them marry, and both of them, especially Viprachiti, was strategic intelligent and his political skills were great. Okay, and though he was Asura, the occult knowledge was very strong in him. And he also had a, what do you say, over ambitious person. So Simhika marries Viprachiti and Swarabhanu was born to them. Okay, and this Swarabhanu has both the characters of mother and father. Cunning, political, strong, shadow Caesar, all that. So one day, Durvasa was walking among the clouds of the heaven, and he will see Vidyadhara coming from the opposite side, a beautiful young lady holding a garland. And Durvasa says, "Wow, which flower is this? It's so beautiful, it's smelling so good." Vidyadhara will give that garland to him and take his blessings and leave. And now Durvasa is at his highest, pleasant mind. Immediately, there is lot of clouds making a way, and he'll see who is coming. These clouds are dancing, and he'll see Indra sitting on Airavat. And Durvasa look at Indra, and he's so happy. Okay, it's the right time. The flowers have come to me. Let me give my blessings through this garland. So here, Indra, overloaded senses, ego at its highest peak. Okay, he doesn't value those blessings or neither the garland. He'll just throw it like this and it will fall under the feet of the elephant, Airavata, and this disturbs Durvasa. This hurts his ego. Without thinking twice, he will tell whatever gamand you have, for whatever reasons you have, let you lose both. Okay, you have gamand on your skills, let you lose that. You have gamand on Pancharatna in your court, Agni, Vayu, and all that. Let you lose them also. Let them be weak. You lose Lakshmi, you lose Kamadenu, you lose the Amrita, you lose everything. And usually, what happens when your sense organs realize the ego? Surrender. Okay, Indra surrenders to Dhurvasa and asks for the mercy. Please forgive me for this. So, no, I cannot take back my curse. You have to live with it. So, immediately he will run to Brahma. Brahma, hands up. I can't help you, please. So, he will run to Vishnu and he will tell, look, everything has gone into Sagara. Now we have to do Samudra Manthan to bring all of this again. So now Asuras came to know about this, especially in the leadership of Viprachitti and Swarabhanu. Okay, who had strategic plans, who had political knowledge, everything. Hey, this is the time to hit them because they had Shukracharya's support. Mrityu Sanjeevani they had. So if we die also, our Rakshasa Guru is there to save us now. We don't have Amrita. We will finish them. And in the leadership of Viprachiti, they started conquering one by one, one by one. Apsaras are gone. And they started enjoying every bit of heaven and all that. And Vishnu now says it's the time for us to go for a churning. And in one of the episode of Shiva Purana, you will have this in detail. Okay. So, but now for the contextual sake, I wanted to just narrate this story. Now, as you all know, the turtle came, Vishnu came as turtle, Kurma avatar, all that that will be again narrated again when that particular chapter comes. So now the Amrita Kalasha finally Dhanvantri brings, and everybody is happy. And under the leadership of Bali or Bali, okay, everybody is so happy. Okay, we are going to get the nectar, and all of us are going to become strong and immortal. So now the Vishnu knows if Asuras become immortal, what happens to this Mrityu Bhumi or Mrityu Loka, and now he has to play his game. And now Swarabhanu is looking at all of this. He is born to Viprachitti and Simhika, who is very strong in all this, and he is looking into the eyes of everybody. Some misfire is going to happen. He'll go to Bali and tell, Arey, don't believe Devatas. They are going to definitely, they are going to avoid us in the whole thing. We have sweated, we have equally participated, we have taken the pain, but they will not give our share. Let us do something. But Bali will tell, no, Shiva is there because he is the Parama Bhakta of Shiva. He will tell, no, 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 Shiva will never do that. Look, the way he had his hala hala, look at his state. He would have just let us, this hala hala would have ruined us, but he did not do that. So he will take the responsibility of sharing everything with us. No need to worry. Now Dhanvantri is standing with the Kalasha, and now the Vishnu has to play his role. So he will come in the form of Mohini. Okay, what kind of Mohini? You should see Shiva Purana. The description of Mohini itself is around 80 pages, right? So was this Mohini? Every hair of Mohini had different fragrances, and the whole plait or the head, whatever the hair design, was running like a wave. It was hitting the Rakshasas and intoxicating. Okay, I'm just giving you a glimpse. Of course, the whole story will come. Okay, and these intoxicated Rakshasas falling in love and were so much stimulated, they started going behind her. In one hand, she had Kalasha, the other hand, all these mischievous activities were going. And those who saw these Rakshasas going behind, hey, there should be something. That's why they are Rakshasas. Okay, Manda Buddhi. That cognitive arrest automatically happens if you are having that Rakshasatva. If you are not Sattvic or completely Tamasic, you will not have that, that delay in responding or thinking before you act. So they started talking to each other. We have never seen an Apsara like this. She has outbeated Apsaras. So I think we need to have her in our court. First, we will win over her. She started giving a smile, and that made them fall for her and all that. This Swarab was watching. What fools they are. Okay, why are they falling for this when Amruta is there in this hand? Why are they falling for that lady? First, what job we have come to? We need to finish that. So Swarabhanu looked at all Rakshasas. They were in their own world. Okay, they were fighting with each other. Who is going to get her to their thing and all that? Swarabhanu thought, oh, if I believe all these people, I'm not going to get anything. They are going to close me here. So let me use my master brain. He's going to disguise, and between Surya and Chandra, he will go. That was the only wrong thing he did. Again, Rakshasatva comes in. You do everything right, but the finishing line you will miss out. Surya Chandra were never separated in the court. So they used to stand together always. So this is a person who went between them. Because if it was Devatas, they could know, they are inseparable and we are not supposed to separate them. But this is the person who stood in between them, Swarabha. When the turn of Swarabhanu came, Surya looked at him and Chandra looked at him. Hey, who is he? By then, one Bindu had fallen to his body, not head, body. So immediately these both informed Vishnu, and out of Mohini, Vishnu, strong Vishnu came with a chakra, and they slay their head of Swarabhanu. Okay, Swarabhanu had two wives. Okay, the story continues. So these two wives will run to Kashyapa. Look what is happening to your grandson. You are the son of Brahma, and you have been so nice to the creations. You have contributed so much for the 13 different kinds of organization. Okay, every animal, every organism, every living thing has born from you. They don't have gratitude towards your lineage. I think you need to do something. Kashyapa is sitting silently, but his 13 wives doesn't, right? The womanish nature. Array, my grandson, something has happened to him. So they forced Kashyapa to do something. Okay. So he will tell, I will give my grandson a wish. Okay. Whatever tapasya he does, let him succeed. So this Varavanu had two wives. Okay. And this one was Karali. She is also called as Shimbika. The other one was Nagavalli, very famous. And she is also called as Nagakanni also. Okay. One daughter was born out of Nagavalli. She was Prabha, who married Ayush. Okay, do you know who is Ayush? The father of Nahusha, who married the daughter of Shiva. Okay, Ashoka Sundari. Later, in the Nahusha dynasty, Yayati comes in, and that's how Kauravas were born. Okay, that's a huge lineage. Okay, so Prabha, and the other one was Meghahasa. Okay. Meghahasa, he used to make even clouds laugh. That's why when he was a small baby, they looked at him and his thing and they named him as Meghahasa. And he was born to Karali. And now Meghahasa is being told is a small guy. He's told, look, your father is there. Because the Amruta Bindu was there, he's not dead. Okay, he's alive, but of no use. So he did tapasya. Okay, there are a lot of Puranas which will tell you, and especially don't go by the TV serials, which will show you that Swarabhanu going to them. Rahu Ketu only running to Shiva, and Shiva getting furious and giving curse to. No, no, no. That's not the thing. So here, what happens? Meghahasa will sit for tapasya, Shiva. Shiva tapasya. And Shiva is pleased. And he will tell, I want my father alive. Look, this is Vishnu Chakra. Even I don't have the capacity to, neither Brahma nor me. Nobody has the capacity to do this. What else you want, you ask me? I want two boons. What are these? My father should become more powerful than Surya Chandra, who betrayed or not betrayal, who found him this way. They are the causers. Okay. I want him to become powerful than Surya and Chandra. Okay, done. Bholenath, he doesn't know the consequence. Okay. And I want my dad to be a full body. When the Vasuki is coming and hissing, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible. Suddenly, the Kardru, the wife of Kashyapa, will come there and tell, our Nagas are going to hell. They are going to give. Okay. So Ketu is having the snake head and the Manushya's body. And Rahu is having the Manushya's head and the snake's body. That's how it happened. Now Swarabhanu became two, Rahu and Ketu. This is the story of Rahu and Ketu in detail. So now Rahu and Ketu go to the river bank and started laughing at Chandra. Arey Chandrama, we have become powerful than you. Come on, we are going to swallow you. Okay. Now Chandra is so scared to come. What happens? Ketu swallow Chandra and Rahu swallows Surya because they are powerful than them. And the whole world is sinking without the growth, emotional or physical growth. Okay. And now again, Shiva has to come. Shiva has to come and he will tell, look, if you don't give them back, I am going to swallow you. You are just shadows. You are born for a shadow, Simhika. Just be that. Don't get into the consequence you will not be able to face of the Raudra. Then Rahu Ketu will tell them, how do we show our revenge? Every 365 days, you have 2 times where you can show your revenge. Ketu Grasta Chandra Grahana, Rahu Grasta Surya Grahana. You can swallow them only once. That's all. Okay, what happens at that time? None of us will have power. You can do whatever you want with it. Wow. That's why during Grahana, we say God doesn't have any power. Deities doesn't, so temples are closed and all that. So wherever Chandra and Surya there in your Jatakam, they'll tell, oh, Grahana is there for your nakshatra or Grahana is there for your thing and you have to do Shanti and all that. Now it has become commercial activity. Don't believe all that. I'll tell you a simple technique later. So this is what we call it as eclipse. Now what is the power of Rahu? If Rahu is there in your Jatakam, okay, what is about? Let's not go to horoscope. Just understanding Rahu Tattva. I'm not speaking him about him as a graha. Okay, that's how Rahu Ketu was born. Let's think what is Rahu? Rahu is obsession. You can be obsessed of anything. Cleanliness, Rahu is there. Organization, Rahu is there. Okay, obsession, desires. Okay, Rahu is the birthplace of desire. What happens? Water overflows in your home. Desires overflow. Children will have lot of desires. Okay. I may not say elderly people after 50. Okay. Rahu Tattva easily can harm you, your health. So overflowing water at home, open taps, damp clothing. Okay. Dampness anywhere, whether it is washroom also. That is why washrooms were kept outside the home in earlier days. Now you have inside the home, better you see it is dry. Okay, desires will overflow. You will not be able to catch anything. Moon will become very, very weak. Sun will become very, there will be no growth. There will be no emotional peace. Both will be an issue. Okay, and then fame. You want name? Rahu should be very nice to you. Neither, or else you should be very nice to Rahu. Especially the way you open the book. I see people doing this with the book. How you open, how you close one switch, how you put the switch, how you off the switch without sound, how you handle things without bringing your power, because Rahu is the master of Maya. He'll create Maya through your ego. If you're showing your ego, better you'll be showing the ego for life. It will make you stubborn. So when you're stubborn, what happens? The God himself is coming and telling you, Array, this is happening to your life. You will not listen. You will not know the consequence. You will completely dip into Maya. And foreign cultures. You will be fascinated with foreign cultures. Okay, it can. You might ask if somebody from the foreign culture, what about their Rahu? They will be fascinated to Indian cultures. That's the reason you see them coming here. So I'm not. It's a global thought. It's not restricted to India only. And innovation. Rahu is innovation. Finding new things you should do. Every day do some new things. Rahu will be very favorable to you. And you need to accept law, other religions also. If you don't accept other religions or other cultures, Rahu won't be favorable. He doesn't like blaming. He doesn't like, creating the names or labels for others. That's that's not Rahu. And then politics, manipulations, Rahu. A strong Rahu, you will play politics very well. It's not wrong. Chanakya was political. He was not wrong. But you need to have the Chanakya. Okay? And sudden rise. If there is any sudden rise in your life, it's because of Rahu. There's a shadow of Rahu that works for us as well. It's not only good things that can happen with good. Now, how much ever you take care. One is cravings. 12 o'clock cravings, menstrual cravings, Rahu. Okay, it will aggravate your health issues if you go towards cravings. One, it spoil your body. Annamaya kosha and pranamaya is gone. Number two is restlessness. It creates restlessness, so manomaya kosha is gone. Okay. The third thing is worldly success, vijnanamaya kosha is gone. No analysis happens. Finally, anandamaya goes because you run behind material achievements. This is wrong. How he creates the cycle of Maya. So who can take care of this Rahu? How can we? Durga Ma is the only God who can remove you out of Maya. That's how Durga was born. Of course, we have a big story on Durga. We will narrate that later. So, what are the breaking boundaries of Rahu Tattva or the gifts of Rahu? Extraordinary fame. You look beautiful in the eyes of people. If you have maintained Rahu Tattva, I'm not speaking about horoscope. If you have kept yourself hygienic, okay, if I have to be bold, don't encourage everyday bathing. Oh, it is cold, let me bath tomorrow. No. Okay, if you have to, Shukra and Rahu are very particular with hygiene. Okay, and your home should be organized, very well organized. Where is scissor? Wait, I'm searching. Rahu is weak. You should know where is the scissor, where is the stapler, where is the pins. Everything should be kept one after the other, one after the other, one after the neatly organized. Okay, that is where Rahu gets pleased and you will look beautiful in the eyes of people. Your words will become mantra. Okay, you will become the, what do you say? The one of the power of Durga is magnetism. Okay, charming. And the other part of it is Rahu can bring success in several dimensions. Family success, you need Rahu. Without Rahu, not possible. You will not be able to have an organized family. If you are somebody who is keeping the family together, then you would have been an organized person. Without being organized, if you are asking that my family has to be together, no, not possible. You have to keep your home neat, especially outside the home. Not too many slippers which bring mud and dust. That is the reason we always had one pillow and one pair of slippers. Now you have several pairs, each dress, each pair, but see that it is neatly kept in the rack. The more slippers outside, more disorganization in the relationship. Okay, I think one pair of my slippers, it's been almost 3 years. I'm into it only. It's not because of Rahu, but I feel I don't need it. Okay, it's just a protective element. And of course, it's beautiful. I'm not telling it's a slipper, but the one thing that what I think is this can be your companion. How much ever you bring and store it someday, you open a book, you get an answer. But what will we do apart from pleasing people or pleasing our own self, wearing the matching slippers? Nothing. It can be of any help. One pair. It's been almost 3 years I'm on the same platform. So I'm not telling everybody has to be, because if your shukra is strong, you will wish to have some 10 pairs. I have a husband at home, okay, who is having some 10 pairs of shoes and slippers, and always I can see him being on Amazon ordering new pair of shoes for his walking, and just walking to the garden he has a pair different. Okay, so I have somebody at home like that. So if he is listening to my speech, nice. So usually he doesn't. So I'll be very happy if he listens to this. So there are, that in Kannada there is a beautiful statement, Hittala Gida Maddala. So like that, you're all sitting with so much of smiling face and faith in understanding who is Rahu Ketu. I'm just beside him. He will never listen to my words or ask to narrate a story. That's how we come together, right, in real lives. So, and end of the day, what matters is if the person is nice, everything else will take a backseat. So, Rahu is very important outside of the home, how you come to the home. And Ketu, if you have to speak about Ketu, how you keep your clothes, how neatly you place your clothes, torn clothes, shrinked clothes. Okay, Ketu will definitely affect. And what is the strength of Ketu? The strength of Ketu is spiritual powers. Okay, if Rahu, Ketu, they use this power to do occults, black magic, if you have heard about it. Okay, if you want research abilities, it's Ketu. If you want mystical experiences, it's Ketu. Okay, if you want, otherwise, what's the shadow part of Ketu? Illusion, assumption, okay, blind beliefs, aimlessness, sluggy life, okay, and sudden separations. Don't know the reason we separate. Not sticking to one place or one relationship. Having complaints about everything, anybody, you have a complaint. That is very, very low spirituality practices. So the more you practice spirituality, the more, because Rahu is an externalization of Ketu's internalization. Okay, when I say this, both are shadow planets. One is lunar node and the solar node of the earth. Okay. So one is Chandra Nadi and the other one is Surya Nadi. So we need to be organized, and especially how you breathe is Ketu. And the Lord of Ketu is Ganesha, Vinayak. Why he is Lord of Ketu? Because he thinks before he acts. That's exactly we need to do when to strengthen our Ketu. The what we wear is very important. Unwashed clothes. I see people, after 2 days using the same clothing. And Ketu is very, very sensitive when it comes to vibrations. Okay, your cloth is almost you. You wear it and it has its vibration. And you throw it somewhere, you would have got some negative vibration that spreads across the home. It's good that you have a laundry bag and you put it. Okay, otherwise, brain fogging happens. You will open the cupboard and you will not know which clothing to take and wear. Okay, how you keep the vegetables at home, vegetable peelings at home. I see a lot of people cut the vegetables and throw the peelings there only. And it will be there laid on the, um, you know, They slap for more than 1 hour till you finish the cooking. So to get into the spiritual cooking, you need to clean there and there, then and there. Cut the vegetables, throw the peelers, wash, wipe. Okay? It's very important how you keep the kitchen. That declares the way the Ketu is being handled. If Rahu Ketu is not that strong, washroom and kitchen will show its beauty. You cannot stop water from flowing from the kitchen, or you will have flowing tap in the bathroom. Okay? And when it comes to Ketu, it represents your future. So it is the adipati of your swapna. Swapna adipati is Ketu. It will show lot of glimpses through your swapna. If whether I'm not putting the dreams into good dreams, bad dreams, pleasant dreams or unpleasant, but it will give you indication if your Ketu or Vinayaka is strong in you, wisdom is strong in you. Okay, that is one. Second is it will show you the lessons that you are supposed to learn. It give you glimpses. Okay. Number three, the experiences in seeking. Who decided to sit in this class? The Ketu Tattva decided to sit in the class. You will not be able to spend 1 hour productive hour for yourself if Ketu is weak. You will not be able to give time for yourself. If you are giving that 1 hour today, should know that already you are organizing at a spiritual level. Otherwise, you will not sit. Somebody has to call you, force you, or push you. To spend that 1 minute for you also, somebody else have to motivate you. It's a weaker Ketu. Okay, because of the unhygienic sleeping place. How is your bedspread? How is your pillow cover? And as soon as you get up, there should be no wrinkles. I have troubled Deepthi left and right. I was with her for 30 days. She really took care of me. Okay, and when I was sleeping, I used to look at her and tell Deepthi, wrinkles, wrinkles. So now she has become so used to it. Now she started, taking the canes for others at home. So it's like it's all going to only add value to your life. 1 minute of extra. You know how much it takes to just pull the bedspread and tuck it, right? We can wait near chatwala to get that chat for. If he's telling half an hour delay, we are okay to wait. But these things, no, your time is not there. And how you take care of your maid's cleanliness is also Ketu. If she is coming with the torn cloth and if you are okay with it, Shani and Ketu is gone. And how you do your dana, okay, that is also Ketu. If you are giving broken things, if you are giving rotten fruits, in the name of charity, oh, 50 rupees less, let me give this. Your intention of giving is Ketu. It's okay if you don't give, but when you are giving, give it heartfully. Whatever that you give, whatever that you share, be it knowledge or be it material. Don't hold it. Don't hold it also. Yeah. And finally, Rahu pulls us into the world and shows us this is how people are. This is their true colors. 3 months of my journey, what all colors I saw. My God, my goodness. Okay. And I'm so happy that this thing came to my life. Because this body for 49 years logged in such a way that I never even experienced single oof in my life. Okay. And this 3 months, pre-surgery and post-surgery, taught me so much of lessons. I'm so grateful for me. Grateful for whoever it is. And I came to know what is family. I came to know who are support systems. And there were disappointments, there were hiccups in life. There were challenges, there were push, pull, okay, entanglement, encapsulations, everything I experienced. Probably Rahu Ketu wanted me to narrate this story only after experiencing all this. Chandra had his own destiny. He told, okay, go through the emotional trauma and come back. So now I know what emotions means to a person, smallest disappointment. And now I know only your spiritual powers are going to save you, friends. Take it from me. When I was sleeping on bed, doing nothing for the first time in my life, okay, what saved me was the teachings of Adi Shankara. I'm writing a blog on that. Please read it without fail. The first teaching I wrote, Sattvamasi, you're already that. You already have courage. Why are you looking for outside? You're already having that good intention to live. So there are 100 reasons to live, friends. Don't look at two or three reasons that will tell you, no, you're not living. Don't live for anything, but live to breathe. Breathing is amazing. Every day you wake up, no, and you're so thankful that you are breathing. That's all is enough. That's all life is for. That I understood in these 3 months. When nothing is there in your hands, you're not the decision maker to even give out your life. Okay, there are times that I felt it's enough. This pain is going above my head. I have even spoken to Deepthi about it. No, Deepthi, let God end my life. I can't take this pain. And the same person is sitting in front of you and speaking. It's not just a transformation, it's a translational element of life. Just that have those spiritual powers. It's not going to create magic. I'm not going to give you false hopes. It's not going to take that pain out of your life. Even now, it's a throbbing pain, but my relationship with pain has been a different perception altogether. And it's a beautiful journey. Whenever pain comes to your life, think that something big is going to happen. Receive it with open arms, go through it, and learn. That is Rahu Ketu for today. Hope you enjoyed the session, and sorry if I have induced few tears into your eyes. I'm so sorry because I promised you that this is my journey and I'm going to speak when I'm ready for this. So thank you so much. All pranams. Gurubhyo Namaha.
You, Asha ma'am.
Yeah. Any
And
questions? Two questions I can take.
yes, so there's one question already in the chat box by Miss Pavani.
Mm-hmm.
She says that I like to keep things properly and in its place, but other family members do not believe in organization. So even if I clean the home one day, next day it's back to original state, and I get angry or frustrated. How to handle this situation?
Okay, it's again the combination of Rahu Ketu. One should be balanced. Your spiritual power and your organizational elements, both. Okay. I have seen, your sleeping place is important, your plate is important, and the way you put your efforts is important. The rest, frustration. Why frustration? Because there is expectation, there is disappointments, and there is fear, anxiety associated with. That is why frustration. Work on Ketu. Work on your spiritual powers. Okay, it's just a circumstance. It's not you. Okay, organize your thoughts, organize your emotions, and you see things getting organized by itself. Okay, we are in the chaotic universe. No stars are organized, but our thoughts should be, our emotions should be. So you're living in the universe. Home is a universe. You're living in a universe. There are many galaxies who will revolve in their own speed, who will scatter in their own way. You're not responsible. Why do you get scattered? That's the beauty of joint family, right? There were three people who were organizing the home physically. There are two people who are organizing everybody's thoughts, sitting and listening and all that. There are few people who used to give physical care, the few people who used to nurture the home. So that's what was the beauty of being in a joint family. Now we don't have that privilege of being in a joint family. So being with two or three people or four people maximum, okay, that's your universe. And they are all your galaxies. You cannot tell them this is how a galaxy should be. So better you take care of your galaxy.
Okay. So, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
There's another question. This will be the last question for the
yeah, yeah,
evening.
yeah, yeah.
What should be, um, what should be done to improve spiritual power? Is it same as resilience?
Resilience is the byproduct of spiritual power. Spirituality is all about breathing, how you breathe. When I say breathe, it's not limited to how you breathe the air or inhale or exhale. How you take things, how you consume things, how you eat, intake, and how you give it out. Everything comes. Food comes, breathing comes, and your action comes, your thoughts comes, your emotions come. Okay? It's not just breathing. When I say breathing, it's not just breathing. Lot of whatever you take and whatever you give decides our destiny. If you are sitting with 10 people who demotivates you, Ketu is gone. Sit with one person who motivates and shows you the way, you can see the growth pad in your life. One person is enough. One person who can push you, who can tell you, no, this is not right, who is being honest to you on the face. That one person is enough. No need to have 100 people. But still, we are human beings and we live in the society. But there is a mental space and there is a physical space. Ketu will help you to bring the distinction between these two spaces. In the mental space, you can have one, but in the physical space, you can have 100. That should not matter. That is demotion. That is actual spirituality. Yeah.
So, thank you, Asha ma'am, for
Thank you.
making time for such a beautiful session. There is an overwhelming response and lots of wishes and
Thank
prayers
you.
coming your way in the chat box, and very, very exceptional session.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. And Diti, in the next session, forthcoming
Yes.
session, we have Shukra. We want
Huh.
to understand Shukra is not just a wealth giver. There are a lot of boundaries he has and lot of formulas he come with. Formula of Shukra. So it's not just the wealth what we think wealth is. Shukra has different kinds of wealth, forms of wealth. And what is Navanidhi according to the nine wealth of Kubera? We are going to study that in the, sorry, we are going to understand that through the narration of Shukra in the next week's session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everybody, for being part of this session today. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you for so much of love.